Load. Down, hand set. Handle, cartridge. I bring it up to my two good teeth. Tear, cartridge. Charge, cartridge. Then if I had a bullet, drop it right on down. Draw, rammer. Ram, cartridge. Turn, rammer. Prime. This is where I'm getting ready to fire, folks. Ready. Aim. Fire. That happens sometimes.
That's bad, right?
That was bad.
Yeah.
You made it. There you go.
Cover.
Now it's time to
Arm.
fight.
Shoulder. Arm.
Hopefully Joe stayed the same.
I'm actually glad that happened because it brings me to another point. I usually say this after I do the next firing, but you're in a battle and you got those new soldiers that are not battle tested. They won't realize that they had a misfire. So all they're going to do is reach back, throw another round in there, and then it might happen again at a misfire, and they still don't realize it. Next thing you know, there's 5 or 6 rounds in here, and then all of a sudden, it catches. In that case, it could have been, you saw how I pounded the rifle down. Maybe I just didn't get the powder all the way down, although I know I felt it go down. I could have had a bad cap. It happens. I know there was one. I know last summer we had a bad batch of caps, and we had a lot of misfires out here. And some of the volunteers would go through 3 or 4 caps before one would catch. Made for an interesting demonstration, but it still happens even today. Now, the standard of the time was to be able to fire 3 rounds in 1 minute. I'm not quite there. My best time so far has been 1:13. I'm getting there. My excuse is this is only my 3rd week with the rifles. Some of the other Rangers have been here all summer, a couple years. It's my excuse. I'm sticking with it. But 1:13 has been my best. We have one Ranger can do it in 56 seconds. I will beat him one day. But I'm going to go out here. And now, on the battlefield, you wouldn't have sat there and had your sergeant or your officer go through all 9 of those commands every time. You would have had the line of soldiers up, and you would have heard, load at will, load. And you just started firing until you either ran out of bullets or you heard fixed bayonets, charge. Hopefully you ran out of bullets before you had to fix bayonets and charge. Here at Fort Pulaski, we go until we run out of bullets. I have no intention of charging anywhere. Now I need some help from you 3. Okay, you can help too, little guy. I'm going to say load at will, and in your best sergeant voices, I want to hear you say load. It's got to be loud because I'm going to have these earplugs in. You do that? All right. Ready? Load it, Will!
Load!
got a good tear. You know, on Sunday, I swallowed about half of the cartridge. That's why I carried the canteen full of water. Now, I don't know if I did a minute, but I know I shot 3 rounds. No misfires that time. And, yeah. Here, again, the rifles were kind of behind the scenes. They weren't really used. This was artillery. Every soldier had a rifle. They had to know how to fire it. So some of the things they may have done would be competitions. Who can get 3 rounds in 1 minute. They'd have ranges set up somewhere on the island. So, I mean, the rifle was still here. And while it might not be a big part of the story here for Pulaski, it was a big part of the story for the Civil War itself. So we demonstrated. And that actually concludes the demonstration. I hope everybody got a little something out of it. If not, everyone still got to see and hear the musket firing. I know that's what everybody wanted. And if there are any more questions or anybody just wants to get a picture, little kids and big kids alike, I'll be here for a few more minutes. There will be a guided tour at noon, in about 10 minutes, I believe.